All right, everyone, wake up. It is Monday morning. I'm meteorologist Josh Stone here to get you going, and we're walking outside to actually nice conditions. 67 right now in Sarasota, 68 in Venice, a little bit cooler in Arcadia. It's 64. Good morning to you, and 62 here in Lake Placid at this time. These are the temperatures. What about the dew points? Dew points, amount of moisture that's in the atmosphere, and it's a little muggy outside. You walk outside, you're like, wow, you know, this is like almost summer type of conditions with dew points in the 60s, reaching near around the 70-degree mark here in Tampa. So things are muggy with the south wind transporting that muggy air, but things will change as there's going to be a cold front that will change this picture that we've been showing for basically the last month, 2 months, I should say. This is the radar. It's all quiet. We've been talking about a quiet radar for, like I said, 2 months. But things will change up to the north. What's this? We have some green and some yellow here on the radar picture, and that's affecting the panhandle of Florida right now. And this is associated with a cold front that's starting to get its act together and will slowly drift southward. And yes, finally, we will see green on the map here in the next 24 hours, draping the Suncoast, bringing us some much needed rainfall, and that's what we'd like to see here. Finally, the brown conditions will become greener once this front passes us by. A lot of moisture here in eastern Texas, Louisiana. It's all associated with this cold front that's slowly going to be coming our way over the next several hours. Probably late tonight and tomorrow there will be the heavier rain that starts to fall. But if you're traveling up I-75 going to I-10 and then going westward, just be aware of what's going on with the weather, because the conditions may start to ripen up for severe weather to take place. I don't think for us, but if you're going up to the Panhandle later this afternoon and into the evening hours, that's where we could have some rough weather in the overnight and into tomorrow. But for us, we're just tracking this cold front that's slowly coming our way. So really by tomorrow, we'll have the bulk of the shower activity. And by the time this is done, maybe a quarter of an inch or even more as far as the rainfall goes. And that's great. We have to embrace that because we've been so dry. We're almost down 3 inches. So we really need to play catch up. I point this out because this is another cold front we're going to be watching. This should arrive by the latter part of this work week, maybe on Thursday into Friday. That will drop our temperatures down. We're talking about highs on Friday only in the 60s, and lows could actually be in the 40s, some areas to the north of us in the 30s, so it will be quite cooler. But as far as our weather today, increasing clouds, the showers could take place later on this afternoon, but those will be isolated. But really things ramp up as we get into tomorrow, widespread shower activity in our forecast. And look what happens behind the secondary cold front I was talking about that's well to the north of us right now. We're talking about in the upper plains, 19 degrees in Minot, and that chilly air will be migrating southward. As far as the boaters today, the high tide will be at 5:35 p.m. Your boating forecast, south wind at 10 to 15 knots. So really the boating forecast kind of deteriorates throughout the afternoon. But look at the high on Friday, though. 64 degrees. Lows will be in the 40s Friday night and Saturday morning. Down